Welcome to the Transformational Soul Show with your host, Ruth Soltman. Are you ready to experience more stability in your life? You can change your life and be who you are meant to be, your authentic self.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Transformational Soul. My name is Ruth Soltman, and I want to welcome you, whether you are watching or listening on Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, or Twitter, or any of the other platforms that the replay will be available on. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Hello, Robert. Great to see you here. Please, if you would, hit the like or the thumbs up button, and please share and retweet. I greatly appreciate that. And please say hello. Please say hello if you're out there watching, and I'd love to be able to say hi and communicate with you. My website, ruthsoltman.com, RUTH, S as in Sam, OL, T as in Tom, M as in Mary, A, N as in Nancy.com. If you go to my website, you can find out all sorts of information about my books, my oracle decks, and my services. Hello, Melissa. Wonderful to see you here. Melissa Parks is another one of our amazing show hosts, and her show is on Friday nights, Joyful Findings at 8 p.m. Eastern. Fantastic. So you guys, if you've never checked out her show before, please do. You will not be disappointed. Goldylocks Productions has this amazing group on Telegram. I know you guys have probably heard me mention this before, but it's so much fun. It's so engaging, so entertaining. We're able to share a lot of really good information on there. So I hope you guys will check that out. And Goldylocks Productions also has some awesome merchandise that you can purchase. There's lots of wonderful designs. There's lots of different items that you can get with the designs on them. So check that out. You know, that'd be a great Christmas present for yourself or someone else. Hello, Joyce. Wonderful to see you. And don't forget to check out the Goldylocks Oracle cards. They're called Energize, and there's a direct link to order those. I know you guys have seen them multiple times on many of our shows because we all use them. When we first started with the cards, Tiffany graciously gifted each of the show hosts with their own set, which, you know, was amazing. And so we all use them from time to time on our show. And they all have different quotes or sayings from different show hosts and some beautiful sacred geometry that Tiffany whipped up. So they're really beautiful cards. They make a great stocking stuffer, a great Christmas present, but know that it's going to take you, several weeks to get them. So if you want to order those in time for the holidays, you better get to it. I want to thank everyone that shows their support for the show by liking it and sharing it. I'm very, very grateful. And I want to wish a happy birthday to everyone who is celebrating this week. And also, let's send out some love, light, and healing energy to all who need it. And remember, if you would like to, look at that. The Goldylocks Productions merchandise store has 25% off today and tomorrow only. 25% off. So you make a purchase of $100, knock off $25. That's a fantastic deal. If you would like to give a tip or donation, you can do that via my Venmo. Hello, Richard. A Rumble rant on Rumble or Super Chat or Super Sticker on YouTube. Your donations and your tips are very much appreciated, and they do help to pay for my show. My donations last month paid for my show for this month, so thank you all so much. Now, just as a reminder, kind of like a little public service announcement, sometimes some of our shows, because I know a lot of you watch all of our shows every night of the week, and sometimes the shows may only live stream on Rumble and X. So if you get to your usual platform to watch your favorite show and you don't see it there, please check on Rumble or check on X. And remember, you don't have to have an account on Rumble to watch on Rumble, only to comment. So if you get on to watch a show and you don't see it on YouTube or Facebook, go check it out on Rumble or X. Hello, Heather. Hi, Sarah. Nice to see you guys. So a while back, Tiffany White Sage Woman did this class or a show, I can't remember which, about the moon. Now, this Sunday, October 29th at 8 p.m. Eastern, when she has her show, Spiritual Insights, she is going to be playing that recording from this moon class that she had. And she said she's going to tweak it a bit, and then we can all watch it on Sunday. And she's going to be in the live chat with us. Now, if you missed this the first time she did it, you really need to watch it, because the information she gave was astounding. I learned so much, and I know you will learn a lot too. It's going to make you think. It's going to pick at your brain. It's going to be really awesome. And then she'll be in the chat, the live chat as well. So, then we can ask questions, I'm assuming, if we need to or want to. So I hope you will tune in Sunday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, for Spiritual Insights, because it's going to be amazing. Now, back in July, Angel Studios released the movie The Sound of Freedom. And many of us were talking about that on our shows. Well, this Friday, the 27th of October, Angel Studios is releasing their latest movie, After Death. This movie explores the afterlife based on real near-death experiences. It looks amazing. I've seen the trailer and it looks, phenomenal. Now, you may remember, it was a year or two ago, Susan Redwine was my special guest on my show, and she talked about her near-death experience and how it changed her life. And if you didn't catch that show, you could still go back and watch the replay. But it was just such an amazing adventure that she had. So I just wanted to let you guys know about this movie because, it's being put out there by Angel Studios, and I think it's going to be fantastic. Yeah, Tiffany said, After Death movie does look amazing. Can't wait to see that one. Yes, me too. Me too. And I saw where I believe now you can stream Sound of Freedom, and they have DVDs that they're going to be selling as well. I'm not sure which one is available at the moment, but you guys can check that out if you haven't seen that movie. It will really educate you. So, this Saturday is a full moon. Again, can you believe it? And if you're sensitive, extra sensitive, empathic, you may already be feeling the energy from this. And I have been feeling really kind of funky, kind of maybe like irritable a little bit, like things annoy me that don't normally annoy me. And I think it's from that energy that I'm feeling. So this energy is creating a deep energy cleansing and clearing for us. So that's really exciting. And it's a blood moon, which happens when the Earth's moon is in a total lunar eclipse. This energy brings in one very powerful shift and realignments for our energy. It helps us to detox our energy and our lives. Now, it's helping us to remove any blocks that we may have created for ourselves, because those blocks that are there, we do create them for ourselves, whether we're conscious of it or not. Whether it's fear or anxiety or stagnant energy that's just not moving anywhere, you know what that feels like. It's not fun. We need to move that energy and get it flowing again. It helps us to heal old wounds and get rid of anything toxic that we are holding on to. Now, why do you choose to hang on to it, you ask? Because a lot of people do. They're just not ready to let it go for whatever reason. Some people feel that's what they deserve. but it's not. You don't deserve that. Some people are waiting for an apology from someone else. Well, let me tell you, you're not going to get that, but you don't need to. You don't have to have that in order to forgive and move on with your life. You just have to release it and let it go. All of this energy is propelling us to go deep, to heal old and very deep wounds, things that have been there for a long, long, long time. Now, as painful as that might be, when we bring this stuff up to the surface to heal it, we have to work through it in order to be able to heal it. Healing is for our best and highest good. It does not do us any good to keep that stuff buried, even though maybe it's not bothering you right now. It's still there, and it's still going to come up periodically and irritate you. But as we allow for this new energy, we need to allow for this new energy to move into our energy field to assist us with this healing. As things are healed and we let them go, that space that they were taking up, that energetic space, is replaced with beautiful, loving, high vibrational energy. Now, wouldn't you rather have that than the anxiety and the pain and the hurt and the anger that you have there now? This is a great time to reflect on where you've been and time to see where you want to go, because it's our choice, right? If you can't see it, if you can't envision it, how are you going to get there? How are you going to achieve it? How will you manifest it if you can't even envision it for yourself? What do you want your life to look like? Is it exactly the way it is now, or is it something different? Only you know that. Only you know that. And what dreams have you kind of kicked to the wayside and just kind of let die off? You need to bring those back to life. So act as if what your life is already exactly the way you want it. Feel the energy of that. Feel the energy of that love, that joy, that happiness of the life that you want. As you put that energy out there, the universe will match it and send it back to you. The universe has your back. The universe is conspiring in your favor. It's up to you to show it what you want, right? And a lot of times we're not very clear on what we want. We have an idea of what we don't want in our life, but a lot of times we're not real clear on what we do want. You have to get clear. It has to be crystal clear, because if you're putting out the energy of, well, I'm not sure, blah, 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 then how is the universe going to send that back to you? It's not going to come back as what you want it to. It's going to come back as that wishy-washy, up and down kind of stuff. Hello, Joyce and Devin. Nice to see you here. So, keep that in mind when you're manifesting and when you're focusing and visualizing the life that you want for yourself. Because we really do create our reality. It is all up to us what we want to do and what we want to create. So we have to think, we're not promised tomorrow. All we have is right now. I know a lot of times we think, well, I'll do that tomorrow. I'll do that next week. We put things off. But there's going to come a point in time when we can't do that any longer because we're not here. So use the time that you have very wisely. You don't always have to be doing something. Just being. That's what we're here. Human beings. We don't have to stay constantly busy with this and that. But being who we are, that's what's important. Hello, Thomas. Nice to see you. So get real with yourselves about what you want in your life, what you want to create, what your life looks like for you. Because I guarantee you, it does not look the same as it did 10 years ago. What you want now is going to be different because you've grown, you've evolved, you've changed. So your desires have changed as well. So it's important to remember that. It's very important to remember that. And um, this year has just flown by. This should show you everything in a nutshell about time, because we're coming up to Halloween next week. In like 5 weeks, I think it's Thanksgiving, and then like a month later, it's Christmas. Then the year is over, right? This year has flown by. Well, thank you so much for your super sticker, Thomas. I appreciate that. I will write your name down. Um, and we always think we have time. When my mom was sick, we used to sit and talk all the time. Now, she had, I want to say it was almost 2 years since she knew since she had been diagnosed. And, she just went on living her life like she was. And we'd sit outside having our coffee and talking a lot. And one thing that she told me that really, really stuck in my head, I think it's just because it surprised me so much. She just looked me dead in the face and said, Ruth, I always thought I'd have more time. And, we always think we have more time. But we are the ones that created this whole concept of time anyways. All we ever have is right now, right? We have this moment. So let that kind of kick you in the pants a little bit, or propel you forward a little bit into doing the things that you really want to do. We all have dreams. We all have dreams. And when you put those out there to manifest them, we don't need to know how it's going to happen. Maybe your dream is a little house on a lake. And you think to yourself, well, there's no way that's going to happen. I don't have that kind of money, blah, 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 blah. And you can't see it in your human self. You can't see a way that that's going to happen. But you constantly putting that energy out there, putting that desire out there, it will come to you. Now, it could be something as random as, you win the lottery. You don't know. You don't know how the universe is going to give you what you're asking for. But you just have to trust that it's going to happen, because it is. It's absolutely going to happen. So you don't have to know the when, the why, the what, the how, nothing. You just have to focus on what those desires are. And create that energy, create that vibration. And when you can stay in that vibration of abundance, you're just going to continually draw things to you. Continually. Hi, Destiny. Nice to see you here. So, keep that in mind. And know that there's the only thing holding you back from anything that you want to do in life is you. Because you'll tell yourself, well, I'm too old to move. I'm too old to start over. I'm too old to start a new thing. I've seen stories of people who were like 100 years old and got their high school diploma. That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. But they were bound and determined that that was something that they wanted to do. And they didn't care that they were 100 years old. And I mean, it's no lie. I think they were over 100, but don't ever let yourself keep you from doing the things you want to do, because we all have dreams. We all have those desires. We all have those things that we really, really want in our life. And don't get too busy in your life that you put it on a back burner, because you are important. You are unique. You are divine. And you need to have every single blessing, or you need to make room for every single blessing that is out there that's coming your way. You can't put up these blocks. You can't put up these obstacles of fear and doubt. And doubt is one of the biggest ones. That's the one thing that I feel like most people struggle with when they tap into their intuition. Well, I don't know. Is that really my intuition, or is that my head? Maybe I'm just thinking this because I want it to happen. But maybe that's all it is. You could, after a while, you'll be able to tell the difference between your thoughts and your intuition. your gut feeling. You know what that gut feeling feels like, but we're always afraid to trust it. I don't know if it's because we don't want to be wrong, or I don't really know what the reason is. But I know that the more that you trust it, the more that you use it, it's just like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it's going to get. And you have to work up to trusting it 100%. 100%. Because I can tell you that your intuition will never steer you wrong. It will never lie to you. It is only looking out for your best and highest good. Looking back, the only times that I regretted decisions that I've made was when I didn't listen to my intuition. You know, I didn't listen. How many times have we done something and said, oh, I knew I shouldn't have done it that way. I should have done it this other way. We always know, but we don't always take that road. It's important for us to, and we need to start doing that more and more and more. And there is so much information out there. There's so many chaotic things going around. And sometimes it's really hard to discern what is truth and what isn't. That you can feel the truth. We all know this. You can feel the truth when you hear it, when you see it, when you experience it. You feel it throughout your whole entire body. And you can tell when it's a fabrication or a lie. So tap into your intuition more. Tap into your, use your discernment more. Use your discernment more. And it's going to take you so much farther than, your human mind when it comes to making any kind of decisions or any kind of changes. This is a great season for transformation, for transforming our lives, for transforming ourselves. The energy that we have right now, and probably going into the rest of this year, it's a great time to make some positive changes in our lives. And we can just pass it up. We don't have to tap into this energy. We don't have to do any of the work. We can just sit, with our old wounds and, just watch life pass us by. We don't have to do any of that. But when you do, and you clear away all of those cobwebs, you clear away all of that stuff that doesn't belong there anyway, it changes you so much. It transforms so much of your life, so much of who you are. You're able to feel more love in your life when after that healing takes place. You feel more of everything, more love, more joy, more happiness, all of it. But you have to get rid of that stuff that's holding you back. Absolutely. Let's see. I know for me, when I, with my intuition and stuff, I would trust it, but just not 100%. For a long time, I had to work at it. It's not like it happens overnight, not all of a sudden, oh, I'm just going to trust it 100%. You have to work with it. Because as you do, you'll recognize the difference between, ooh, that's my intuition, or ooh, that's a thought in my brain. You'll be able to recognize the difference. You'll be able to feel the difference, everything. So practice, practice, practice. We all need to be very in touch with our intuition and that spiritual part of us, especially now with so many things going on. We need to send more love and light. We need to unite even more than we have been. The light, I can't remember the number, but I heard something the other day, and I should have wrote it down because I never remember if I don't. But it was something about one person vibrating at the vibration of love cancels out. I couldn't believe the number of people at a lower vibration, which tells you that our raising our vibration, sending out all this love and light is changing other people's vibration. It's changing the world. So we just need to keep doing this. No matter what happens, we have to stay in that centered place within us. Like the eye of the hurricane, we're right in the middle. Even though all this chaotic stuff is going on around us, we're remaining calm. We're remaining centered, and we're remaining aligned. And we can all do that, right? We can all do that. It's nice to be in that calm place. It's very nice. And then you can watch all this other stuff as an outsider, just kind of observing, see what's going on, but you don't have to get into it. You don't have to get yourself mixed up in the chaos, right? So I'm going to do some messages. And I also brought my pendulum, which I have used for probably over 20 years. And if anybody has a yes or no question, I would be happy to answer that. But it has to be yes or no for the pendulum. And then I'm also going to pull some cards. And I'm going to start with Thomas. So anyone that would like a message, please, please, please put that in the comments. So I was looking at the calendar today, and I think it's only like 4 weeks. I better look again because it might be 5. But I feel like it's 4. Let's see. Next week will already be November. So it'll be 1, 2, 3. Yes, 4 weeks until my Thanksgiving Eve show. Pretty excited about that. And I will be doing a raffle, and I will be doing some giveaways. So just keep that in mind. And that will be on Thanksgiving Eve. Okay, Thomas, let's see what we have for you. Ooh, I like these cards. Look at these. They're talking to me today. I can open the box. Alrighty, here we go. Okay. Okay, Thomas. So, see what we have for you. Okay. These are my soul truth cards. These are pretty awesome cards. And it says, am I focused on what I am losing or gaining? That's a great card. Great card. Okay, Robert, I put you down. And it says, are you going through some change? Are you scared to let go because of what you might lose? What if you shifted your focus from what you might lose to what you might gain? Endings are actually new beginnings. So it gives you a soul action for the day. And it says, today make a list of all the things you will gain from the change you are going through. Feel your heart. Take a breath and deepen into trust. Amazing things are coming. What am I focused on? Am I focused on what I am losing or gaining? And how many times do we do that? Instead of looking at what we are getting, we just focus on what we're losing or what we have to let go of. But amazing things are coming your way. And they're wanting you to just keep looking ahead. Don't worry about what's behind you because that doesn't matter anymore. All the important stuff is what is ahead of you. Rejuvenate, Thomas. They're wanting you to take some time for yourself. Give your soul what it desires, what it craves, what it needs. And you are the one that really knows what that is. Spending time in nature always helps to rejuvenate us. Doing things that, spark that fire in your soul, they help to rejuvenate us. And I feel like you need more rest and more water. So hydrate yourself and get more sleep. The last card I got for you is nature. So spend some more time out in nature. But when you're out there, don't just, you need to really be conscious and mindful of everything that's around you, every sound, every smell, everything that you see. Everything has a meaning. Everything has meaning. So, when you're spending time out there, take in all of that. Take in all of that. Notice, be mindful of what the sun feels like when it's beating down on your face, how it's warming you up. Be mindful of the wind that's blowing or the bird that's chirping. Be mindful of every little thing, because that's a wonderful energy for you to be in and for you to absorb. And if you have a question, a specific yes or no question, Thomas, just put that in there and I'd be happy to answer that for you. Robert. Now we have Robert. Let's see what we have for Robert. 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 Okay, Robert, the first card I got for you says pray. And as soon as I pulled that card, I heard, ask for what you want. Ask for what you want. So this has a lot to do with, of course, manifesting, because you have to put that desire out there. So don't be afraid to ask for what you want. Even if you need some guidance from the other side, ask them, because they would be very happy to assist you. Okay, Sarah, I got you down. And the other card says, how can I deepen my trust right now? How can I deepen my trust? It says trust, surrender. Surrender just means getting out of your own way. Let go of the wheel. You can trust. You can trust yourself. Trust fully in yourself so that you can deepen your trust in others. Trust creates safety. And when we feel safe, we feel unstoppable. And it says for your today's soul action, it says, let go and trust. Today, find your center in the chaos and be certain with yourself so you can deepen your trust in others. So there again, the eye of the hurricane, staying centered in your calm place. But with the trust, I feel like a lot of that, is about your intuition, about trusting your intuition. And you will find that when you trust that 100%, it changes. It changes the trust that you have for others. So keep working on that, Robert, because I feel like you've made a lot of progress, and I feel like you're getting really close to it. So keep on doing the work that you've been doing. And, I feel like they're patting you on the back saying, good job, Robert, good job. Keep up the good work. So they're proud of you and they're rooting for you. They just want the best for you. So I hope that resonates with you. Okay, and then we have Sarah. Sarah. Okay, I've got Destiny. I've got you down too. Okay, come on. I gotta turn them over. I don't like when I can see what it says. I feel like I just don't. Okay, here we go. How can I be more flexible right now, Sarah? And I don't think they really mean doing yoga. I think they mean more flexible in other ways. What are you trying to control? Maybe it's time to let go. Maybe it's time to let go. Let love move through you today and trust the outcome will be for your highest good. Sometimes we We try to control a situation, or it might not even just be the word control, but sometimes, there's a certain situation and maybe you want it to go your way or go a certain way. And maybe that's not the way it's meant to be. Okay, I got you down, Heather. It says to remind yourself all day long that you are safe, that life is happening for you, and that you are not alone. Then do some yoga. That's just too funny. That is too funny. So be a little bit more flexible in your thoughts. And maybe, you're being a little bit too hard on yourself. Don't put so much on yourself. And the other card I got was express your joy. Express your joy. And find more things that bring you joy. Life is full of so much. There's, you can always find a new avenue to create joy in your life. So I hope that resonates with you, Sarah. Destiny. Destiny. Let's see what we have for destiny. Okay. Well, that one does not want to cooperate. Okay, so the first card I got for you, Destiny, is how can I surrender even more in this moment? And it says, you almost need a magnifying glass because this print is so small. It is essential to have clear, strong intentions of what we desire, but it's equally important for us to detach from the outcome. It's time to surrender. Let the universe have some breathing room to work. Let go of the wheel and trust so deeply that your trust turns into gratitude for what you cannot see yet, but you know is coming. So I love this where it says to let go of, to detach from the outcome. That was one thing that I learned early on when I was doing Reiki, is you have to detach yourself from the outcome, because Reiki knows what it's supposed to do, or what it knows what to do. So you don't need to worry about the outcome. But I love that. It's essential to have clear, strong intentions of what we desire, but it's equally important for us to detach from the outcome. We need to focus on what it is that we want. We don't need to worry about how it's going to come to us. So what are you doing right now, Destiny, that you're standing in your own way of moving forward? I mean, you don't have to share that, but think about that. What is it that you are doing in your life right now that you are creating some sort of an obstacle where it's making it very difficult for you to move in the direction you want to go? And it says, know this, you are deep, so know this so deeply that your soul vibrates. You are not alone. Your life has purpose, and the more you surrender, the more God can produce miracles in your life. And you're not alone. None of us are ever alone. But we can call on our spiritual team. We can call on our angels and guides. We can call on the divine. We can call on everyone. We can call on our ancestors. We can call on our higher self. And all of them will assist us with what we need or what we desire. But we have to be clear about that. And the other card I got for you, Destiny, is endless possibilities. Everything is possible. Everything. So what is it that you desire? Don't put any kind of a limitation on anything, because everything is possible. Endless possibilities. I love that. Endless possibilities. So don't let your thinking put limitations on what it is that you desire. Hope that makes sense to you, Destiny. Destiny, it's here we go. I'll read a couple of these comments here. Heather, I've got you down. Um, Sarah said, I really needed that. Thank you. LOL. I've been adding a little exercise in. I've been a little hard on myself lately, so you're spot on. More joy. I can do that for sure. Awesome. Awesome. Um, and you know that when I just read your comment, it made me think of the Louise Hay book. You Can Heal Your Life. And I don't remember like which body parts and stuff. I don't have the book memorized, but there are certain body parts that you will have pain and issues with when you are resistant to being flexible in your life. Now, I want to say it's the knee, but I'm not positive about that. But I know you have that book, so you can check that out. But that popped into my head while I was reading your comment. So I think it's important to mention. Destiny said, yes, I appreciate that message. Awesome. Thomas said, these are perfect. Lots of changes in my life. Need to work on not dwelling in the past. Thank you so much. My pendulum question. Is the Israel-Palestine stuff going to start a war in the U.S.? Sarah says, I've been reading that book. I'll have to check it out. Well, let's see what the pendulum says, Thomas. Is the Israel-Palestine stuff going to start a war here in the U.S.? Now, I don't know if you guys can see that, but no, it says no. It says no. Okay. And next, that was Destiny. So next is Heather. So happy you could join us, Heather. And happy birthday to your dog. Heather's got this amazing dog, Athena. She's always posting videos and pictures of her dog. Tiffany said that was a great question, Thomas. I know that's something that a lot of people are concerned with. Okay, let's see what we have for Heather. Heather. You know, Sarah, about that book, the Louise Hay book, I like that you can like look it up in the back, or no, was that something else? I like the way the book is laid out. It's easy to find what you're looking for. It really is. And I can remember when I first got that book, and like I knew some different physical problems that my mom had, and I'm like, let's look this up. I got to check this out. And it was like spot on for different things that had gone on in her life or that were going on in her life. And you can just see, it's so clear. It was just so clear to see how it manifested physically in her body. And I can remember telling her about that book and reading some of it to her, and she'd just be like, wow. Okay, Heather, what risk can I take today? What risk can I take today? It says, be not mistaken. You will have to take bigger risks than you ever thought possible on this path toward your dreams. You will have to take the big, scary leap, but do not fret because your soul has wings. Now, I know a lot of how your journey has been, Heather, and you have taken many, many big, scary leaps. And they have really, like, what's the word I want? Well, they have really been to your benefit to do that because so much has come from that for you. Um, but it's looking like there are more in store for you. And it says, what risk can you take to move towards your dreams? Make a decision and do it. No more thinking, only doing. Be brave and courageous, and you will discover what you are really made of. Wow. Well, if you guys might remember, a year or two ago, Heather was my special guest on my Words of Wisdom show, and she talked about her story. And it was very inspiring for many other people. I had several comments from people contacting me, about how wonderful, her story turned out and everything. But our story is never over, right? It's always progressing, it's always growing, and it's always changing and evolving. Heather says, bring it on. Awesome. And the other card I got for you, Heather, is you already know. So I feel like you might be thinking about something and wondering, what should I do about this situation? That you already know what to do. Just don't let your mind trick you into thinking that you don't. Again, just touch into that intuition and follow that intuition, because your gut is very strong, and it's never going to guide you wrong. Okay. Who else would like a message? I'm going to go to Joyce next. See what we have for you, Joyce. I'm feeling like these cards are done. Okay. Joyce. Okay. What do I believe about money? Do my beliefs match my dreams? It says, how does your relationship with money affect your current situation? Do you believe you are worthy? Do you believe you are capable? Do you trust money? Does money trust you? Money is an energy, just like everything else. It ebbs and flows. You are worthy of it, and it's your responsibility to heal your relationship with money as part of your waking up to the whole of you and your purpose. It says, take a deep dive into your belief system around money. Are there any beliefs you need to upgrade to create the results you are wanting most in your life? Write out your money story. Is it time for a sacred shift? What will your next chapter be? And it says, fill in the blank. I am grateful to money because. So what I find interesting about this is I remember when I was growing up, always, like, my parents were, they were very Catholic, and we went to Catholic school, Catholic church, and my dad volunteered at the church. He worked at the church, all sorts of stuff. So that was very much, pushed into ourselves. But one thing I always remember hearing about money is the root of all evil. But so, I mean, for a long time, like, that was my idea of money, and that you can't get into heaven if you're rich. Those are my two things growing up. As I got older and I realized that was even there, which I didn't even remember that it was. Hi, Jan. Nice to see you. Then, I had to work through that. I had to change those thoughts in order to be more abundant, and in order to be able to manifest more money in my life. So look at maybe some ideals that you had as a child, Joyce, and see if they have changed. See if they're actually your own thoughts and beliefs, or ones that had been handed down to you. Okay, Joyce. It says, send love. So just continue to send love out. Show love when you're out and about. I know you've been showing this beautiful love and energy to your roses that are still blooming in upstate New York in the end of October. I think that is pretty dang amazing. But the plants and the flowers, they all feel our energy. They love music. So keep sending out your love, because it has that ripple effect, right? You know that. It ripples out to anyone and everyone. Okay, let's see here. Thomas says, thanks. I worry a lot as things have gotten pretty crazy around the world. Thank you for the peace of mind. You are welcome. And it's easy to focus on all that stuff because the negative stuff is everywhere. One thing I am finding though, so like I've seen a lot of people on Facebook, they're like, okay, I'm deleting my account. I want off of Facebook because all I see is this negative stuff. All this negative stuff comes up in my feed. Okay, well, who are your friends on Facebook? Because I don't have that. I've never had that on my Facebook. If I had anything that shows up in my feed that's even a tiny smidgen, like a little bit negative, that person's gone. I only want positive stuff, and that's what I put out there, and that's what comes to me. So that's what we have to focus on, is the positive stuff. But it's almost like the negative stuff speaks so much louder, right, than the positive stuff. But I'm starting to see this is changing a bit. I'm starting to see so much more positive stuff out there than I ever have before. It's like it's contagious now, which is amazing. So keep on sharing love, keep on sharing, all of that good stuff. Heather said, thank you for your kind words and birthday wishes to Athena. You are so welcome. And Heather says she's writing a book on this, writing a book. So this is all awesome to hear. That is so exciting. That is so exciting. So I hope that all resonates with you, Joyce. And let's see, Devin. What do we have for Devin? And then there we go, Devin. What can I do to make a difference? Everything you do makes a difference. It says, what keeps you up at night? What makes you cringe when you think about it? Such that every ounce of you screams no more. Where can you create purpose out of your pain? It says, make a difference in someone's life today, big or small, because all of it makes a difference. You hold the door for someone, it makes a difference to them. And it might seem like something so small and something so natural, right? Because that's how you were raised. So it's like no big deal to you. But to someone who maybe lives alone, maybe is alone all the time, maybe they're getting on in age, maybe they are very lonely. They have to do everything for themselves. They don't have any friends or family around. So that small act and it's not really an act because it's your natural way of being, made a huge difference in that person's life on that particular day. And you don't know, they could think about that moment for a long time, because it's not what we say to people that has that long-lasting effect. It's how we make them feel. And when every little small thing, it can be something major too, but all the little small things, they make a difference. So keep on doing those. Help where you can. Just keep sharing that love and kindness. And remember that everything is in divine timing, Devin. Everything. No matter how much we might want it faster, it's all in divine timing. Joyce said that is so spot on. Thank you. Definitely need an improvement with finances, but do question my vibration to improve it. 3 more rosebuds. Oh, that is so exciting. That is so exciting. You have quite the green thumb. Okay, so that was Devin and Jan. Let's see what we have for Jan. Your card says, how does my body want to move today? How does my body want to move today? And I know sometimes we get up and our body does not want to move the way we want it to. It says, when we move, we change our state and raise our vibration. This new elevated state becomes a channel for more energy. Are you moving your body daily? Are you passionate about it? Is it time to try something new? How does your body want to move today? Listen and joyfully do. Now, one thing that can really change up your energy is just moving your body, right? You don't have to go and, lift weights and do all of this strenuous exercise. Dancing, just moving around the room, it changes up the energy. And do that on a daily basis. Now, if you wanted to start doing something like yoga, your body is going to love you for that. I don't know if you do or not, but your body will absolutely love you for that. You are welcome, Jan. And the other card I got for you is you already know. Trust yourself, Jan. Trust your intuition. Trust yourself. It's so important. Learn to trust yourself. Devin said, just so you know, you're awesome. Thank you for being you. Well, thank you, Devin, for being you, because you're pretty freaking awesome, too. Let's see. And I remember seeing Melissa here. And I don't think I missed anybody else. Richard. Melissa, divine purpose. Divine purpose. It's pretty amazing when you get to that point in your journey where you actually know what your purpose is, isn't it? And your purpose is to help others, to help others discover that power within themselves and learn to trust all that is within them. And that's absolutely beautiful. Let's see. What am I looking for outside myself that is already within me? That's an interesting question. It says, are you looking for more guidance, confidence, peace, wisdom, love, or something else? When we search outside ourselves, we can become overwhelmed, frustrated, and never feel quite good enough. It's time to go inward to find everything you seek. All the answers you need lie within you. That is a beautiful card and something that we can all relate to. That was really amazing. I really like that card. Because there's nothing outside of us that isn't within us, right? But what we have to do is, so many times people go and they look outside of themselves for everything, for validation, for love, for, this and that, when the place you really need to be looking is deep inside, right? And I think one thing, Melissa, that you do is you help people to realize that everything that they need and desire is within themselves. And you just shine your light so bright. So, Richard, I was going to grab you a card real quick, Richard, because I'm out of time. And I just want to remind you guys about Sunday, not to miss Tiffany's show about the moon, because it'll be amazing. Richard. Ooh. It says, how can I infuse more self-love and compassion into my daily life? Think about that, Richard. What can you do on a daily basis to show yourself more love? If your compassion does not include yourself, it is incomplete. Meditate and listen to your heart. Speak to yourself with compassion. Focus on your strengths. These are just a few things that you can do to infuse more self-love and compassion into your life. You have so much love and compassion for other people, but sometimes you forget to turn that inward on yourself. And it's very important that you do that, Richard, because you are worthy of all of that love and all of that light and kindness yourself. Oh, thank you so much, Thomas. Well, that was a very quick hour, I have to say. So next week when you guys come back, it's going to be November already. So crazy to think about that. Wait, isn't it? Yeah, the 31st. Okay. But I want to thank everyone for joining me this week. I greatly appreciate you all. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful week. I love you all. Good night, everybody.